Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Landorus, level 51 with its new signature move, SANDSEAR Storm. Let's have a little fun, guaranteed to drop your opponent's attack. With Mudshot, I feel like this is a little bit OP. Yeah, this thing is amazing. So I did use an Elite TM. I actually haven't done a single raid for this thing since it has been released yet. I've received invites, but every time I get invites, I'm editing or I'm not looking at my phone. That's just the way the universe has to work with me. You already know. But with that said, we're going to be pairing it up with Zygarde. Poke, what are you doing? This team is 8x weak to ice because of this now. You're right. Absolutely. But yeah, we're just going to roll with it. Now, let me tell you. When we see this Avalugg here in a minute, by the way, it's a legend who's on easy mode, of course. It gave me, was 6 teams with double ice. Avaluggs and Mamoswines. I could not, I was like, wait, so if somebody has water, they're just straight up screwed? But of course, it's the algorithm, so you know what it is. But we're going to look at the Avalugg one, and then we're not looking at any other ice battles because I threw my phone. I almost broke it. I swear I thought I broke it. Today, I reached my breaking point. But let's take a look at this Landorus. We have a pretty lengthy video here. It's not a matter of, is it good? It's a matter of, well, let's see what it can do because this thing is just crazy, amazing with that guaranteed attack drop. And when you can spam it, oh, you better believe it. Now, you're definitely going to want to take away Superpower. Superpower is a great move and all, but you needed that for Steel, right? And that's what the ground's going to be doing for you. All right, there's the Avalugg. So, yeah. Yeah, you know what it is. The game is just awesome. So yeah, it threw multiple teams of ice back to back to back to back, and then it started getting a little bit better once it started bringing my elo back down as well as my percentage, because we got up to almost about 60% win rate, and then the game really didn't like it when I did that, so it really started hitting me with those hard counters for sure. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bring in our Kyogre here, and this is pretty much a wrap, I would assume. I mean, look at this easy mode legend. They get a good easy lead and they have a Zygarde, so they're matching me up with water too. What a piece of garbage this game is. Are you kidding me? Next game, we're met with a Kyogre. Let's go. This is a right here. Now, if you're thinking, well, why didn't you just switch your team? I did. I took everything off the team, everything that's on the team, switched it all up, and it hard countered me again. But I was making a video, so I'm going to keep on going with the Landorus. All right, so Kyogre's going to go for Surf here. All right, sounds good. We're going to go ahead and go for that good old Crunch-a-Rudy. And they're not shielding up. They survive with 1 HP. Oh, come on. All right. So bringing in Dialga to farm me down here. So, of course, we're going to be bringing in Landorus. Unfortunately, they did get a bit of an energy advantage, so they're going to be able to throw here. Now we're going to be down a shield. Hopefully, there's something in the back that Mewtwo can handle. Oh, what do you know? It's another Landorus. So we're going to go ahead and throw that Stone Edge here. And they're shielding it up. That's all right. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Mewtwo, and now they've only got 1 shield left. We've only got 1 ourselves, so we got to really kind of think about what we need to do here. So they did just go for the SANDSEAR Storm. Honestly, it's such a weird name to me. It's really irritating, but it's okay. So we're surviving this one as well. Very nice. They lowered our attack by 2 stages. Side Strike is still going to do a lot of damage. Not enough to make them feel uncomfortable. Okay, they're perfectly fine there still. We'll let this go. Calling the SANDSEAR Storm. Very good. Still holding on to that last shield. I figure they're going to probably do it again, but I'm shielding it up anyways, so yeah, we're just playing safe. So they lowered my attack by 2 stages. We have a lot of energy here. Things are getting a little bit close. They catch with their Dialga. I mean, I'm just getting worked over here, folks. This person is just absolutely destroying me. Going for the SANDSEAR Storm, farming them down as it's not enough, and getting to the Stone Edge. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Our attack is down, though. Will this be enough? Of course it is. And we take the win with our Landorus level 51. Let's go. Next game, met with a Melmetal. It's about damn time. Oh my goodness. You have no idea how the Excadrills have just magically vanished after I started using Zygardes all the time, as well as Kyogre on the team. I've seen maybe 2 out of hundreds of battles. It's crazy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake here. They're letting it go, and they are hitting me with that Flash Cannon, which is going to start to add up here. I do believe they bring me into the yellow here. Yeah, actually not bad at all. Going for the Crunch here. Zygarde's just disgusting. We already know this. For once, I'm not actually using it equipped as my best buddy, but we did power it up enough so it can actually go above 4,000 combat power without being equipped. And they do have this Excadrill out here. We're going to go ahead and throw the Crunch as we're a little too low. I think we can get to Earthquake, but let's just go ahead and throw that. Whatever. Bringing in the Mewtwo here. Landorus is still waiting in the back. I didn't want to bring it in because I didn't want to get locked into a Kyogre, knowing my luck. So we'll just stay right where we're at here. Or even a freaking Gyarados or a Primarina, knowing my odds. Although a Gyarados would be a lot better, but if it had Waterfall, we're screwed. So we're going to be getting a shield out of them here with their Metagross when we go for the Psy Strike, shielding up their Meteor Mash, leaving me with no more shields, and they've got one left here. I would assume they're going to shield this up. I just couldn't risk going for the Psy Strike in case they let it go. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Zygarde I was trying to catch, but unfortunately all I did there was allow them to get a little bit more farm and screwing me even further. Let's go. Bringing in the Landorus, full health here. At least we're going to be able to take this hit. Unfortunately, this thing is just very squishy to begin with. So they're bringing in the Excadrill. I don't remember exactly how much energy they have, so I'm just going to take them out here. And then let's go. Come on, Landorus. Getting to the SANDSEAR Storm to take out this Metagross here. I was just so happy with the performance of this thing. Has nothing to do with if you're getting hard counter, that's not the Pokemon's fault, right? That's just an algorithm, Go Battle League, 50% hard mode bullshit thing. But when it comes down to its performance just straight up, absolutely amazing. Yeah, do you want to max one of these out? Yes, it's good for raids too. It's good for Master League, it's good for raids, and it's not just okay for Master League. Thing is beast. Of course, you do have your weaknesses. You are squishy like we discussed, but again, you are going to be able to lower that attack guaranteed every time, helping you take the hits a lot better as that Landorus here. Alright, so we got the Mewtwo out here, putting up a bit of a fight. What's going to happen here? Of course, Psy Strike takes us out. Zygarde in the action here, able to absorb all the hits. Alright, but knowing my luck, it's going to be an Ice Beam. Okay, Psy Strike, like freaking goodness, I would have been absolutely, completely livid. Alright, so they're bringing in a Dialga here. We still have a little bit of hope. Of course they're shielding that up. Of course they are. Alright, so we have the Kyogre in the back. Obviously doesn't want to go up against that. Takes forever to get to Blizzard. So we're going to shield this up and get to the Earthquake as they go for that. We're going to swap into our own Kyogre as they do bring in their own. And we're playing a shieldless game at this point. So what I need to do is get them low enough and pray that they don't have Thunder. Because if they have Thunder, this is over. Yes, we have energy on the Kyogre, or I should say on the Zacian. Jeez, can I even freaking say the name wrong? Right, on the Zygarde. I'm like a parent, you know? Can't even say one of the kids' name. I say all the other kids before the actual name. Okay. And we're going to go straight for the Earthquake here. They did swap immediately, but they're one quick move away from being taken out, and we take the win with the Zygarde at the end there. Let's go. All right, next game. What are we going to see? Leading with the Landorus now. Alright, we're met with a Dragonite. Okay, this is no problem. What we're going to do is actually build up to the Stone Edge, shield up this first Dragon Claw, and go for this SANDSEAR. Stupid name. Okay. SANDSEAR Storm. Go for the Storm, and now we'll go ahead and go for the Stone Edge after we did lower their attack, because now we're going to be able to survive. Oh, you know what? I was a screw up. I should have swapped sooner, so we could have taken them out. That was stupid on my end. Big screw up. But that's all right. At least we lowered their attack, and it didn't really do much. If they're bringing in a Metagross to go up against Zygarde, oh, baby, that's a good thing for sure. All right, we're going to be doing some decent damage to that thing there with that Crunch. All right, got to let that go, of course. And they're swapping to catch with, was that a Ho-Oh? Oh, Segaleo. Oh, right. Okay, I see you over there, buddy. All right, this is perfect. So we'll let this Zygarde just take this hit and go down. That's no problem. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Kyogre here. As much as I wanted to go in there with the Landorus, I wanted them to just back out and get this over with. As soon as they saw that, they already knew it was over, and we're looking good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and collect our points here. Like I said, we're going up and up. I've been using the same team. I was going to upload that, but I completely spaced out the fact that we're getting this new move on Landorus, as well as some data mine information being released, so we kind of have that delayed. All right, next game, finally, we have a Dialga. Freaking A, man. All right, we're going to go ahead and go for of course, the signature move, the Storm, and they're shielding it up, retreating with energy and catching with a Ho-Oh. That was clutch. All right, very good, very freaking good. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Ho-Oh here. We lower their attack so we don't have to worry about shielding up. Pretty sure we're going to be able to farm them down easy. So now what's going to happen is we're going to go for the Blizzard up against Dialga. So they're going to throw that in here. I was just playing it safe. We have way too much energy. Yep, an Iron Head. Yep, lovely. So we would have survived that. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get their last shield or take out their Dialga. And they do have a Groudon in the back, which this is completely over, right? So we're going to go ahead and go for Surf here. And I'm surprised that they're staying in this fight, but I guess they want to, you know, that's good. Got a fighting spirit, no problem. All right, bringing in the Landorus here, expecting them to, yeah, I mean, what are you going to go? Precipice Blaze against a Flyer? All right, so shielding this one up, even though we do have the Kyogre in the back, I just kind of want to finish it off with the Landorus here. And unfortunately, that's not enough, and then they back out, and we take the win. And the Kyogre didn't even have to get into the battle there. All right, very good, very good. That was a great lead, too. Let's see what happens this time. We're going to be met with a Mewtwo. This is kind of a interesting situation here. Now, knowing my luck, I do believe this one will have Ice Beam. We'll see. Let's see. Maybe, maybe not. I think I took that battle out because it just freaking infuriated. Oh, no, this is it. Oh, yeah, see? There you go. Yeah, the Mewtwo will have Ice Beam if I have something, if I have two Pokemon weak to it. Weak to Ice, then the Mewtwo's will have Ice. That's just the way my hard count mode goes. All right, great lead here up against the Dialga. Obviously going for the Storm here and lowering their attack. Now, taking an Iron Head still is not going to be comfortable. You're probably best to just still shield them up and just keep spamming it. Now, you have got me on what in the hell happened in this situation here. They were just farming. I think they just got a little too carried away with farming. If this is you, let me know. If you're a real person, let me know. Maybe this is a bot. Who knows? Because all they do is attack. I mean, they're throwing their charge move here, but they do it again towards the end. Maybe they realize it's over. I mean, they've used both shields and they didn't even throw their energy. That's just a straight up loss within itself, unless the backline just straight up hard counters me, in which they can still take that win. Rhyperior here, and we're going to go straight for the Earthquake. They don't have any more shields. This is doing a lot of damage. We immediately swap into the Kyogre and take the win with 2 shields there, but they didn't throw in the beginning, so it's not like I was some sort of badass. Next game, met with another Dragonite. Do you see the patterns here? Okay, you see every video that we upload, like there's a very specific Pokemon that we consistently see in the front and in the middle, okay, more so than others. It's because there is an algorithm. All right, I don't. You all know. I mean, you're here. You know. Anyway, Stone Edge up against Dragonite. We've seen this before, and they're getting to their charge move here. I think we're just gonna barely survive, and actually almost quick move them down, which is pretty incredible. But that's a little unfortunate that we're not bringing the Kyogre because we don't want to go up against Dragonite, and they're bringing in a Mewtwo. Okay, so we've seen one dragon. Hopefully we can say, there's no more dragons on the team and there's no Dialga in the back. So something like maybe a fairy type in the back, in which case it's still not good because we have the Zygarde, unless it is a Zacian with close combat and wild charge, and they have a Ho-Oh, which is chef's kiss. Perfect. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. Love to see it. Going for the crunch, of course, and lowering that defense. If you look, if you're working on your Zygarde and it doesn't have the best IVs, or at least you want to work on it and it doesn't have the best IVs, I still say go for it. I mean, I understand there's no rush for a lot of other people. For me, there's a little bit more urgency to get these things and showcase them sooner than later, because I'm a YouTuber. If I wait like a year and a half, it's like, oh, it's still going to be interesting and new for the first time on the channel, but it's not really new anymore. So that's why I bust my ass for it, and I'm so happy I did, because Zygarde is the I don't know, I feel like they're gonna nerf it. I don't know, something. Earthquake was nerfed probably because of it. Yeah. Next game, we're met with a Zacian. Let's go. This is no problem at all here, especially because we're lowering their attack right away. We can get hit by a Play Rough. You can hit me with a Wild Charge. It doesn't really matter here. We're going to be able to outpace this thing. Now, something I should have done right here is actually build up to Stone Edge, because the SANDSEAR Storm is not necessarily doing... I mean, it's doing great damage, but as you can see, they're comfortable enough to let it go, as opposed to if I went Stone Edge, I would have been able to take them out there. So they're going to be swapping into their Dialga. We're going to throw the Storm here, and I think I actually get to another one. Unfreaking believable, but I do believe they actually let this one go, if I recall correctly. There's the damage, pretty good. Swapping into the Zygarde here, and we have to be careful for a Draco Meteor. That is something that will one-shot us, basically. So we'll shield that up, leaving us shieldless here. They do have that Zacian. Well, wait. No, I'm thinking of no. All right, well, no, they do have Zacian, but they're bringing in Ho-Oh because they're low on health. They know we had energy, which makes sense. So they can just better absorb it here, right? So this is pretty good for us. Going for another crunch. And I mean, there's really nothing they can do here anymore, right? This is pretty much in the bag. Look at that. Ah, Brave Bird just tickles. And we're farming down that Zacian. In goes the Ho-Oh again. And we're going to go ahead and go for the crunch on the Zygarde OP ass Pokemon. Bringing in Kyogre. And as soon as they see it, they're like, you ass. Okay, let's go. Next game. Another Zacian. All right. What do you know? No problem. This one has quick attack. All right. So I'm going to bank on the fact that it's got close combat and wild charge, although it can easily have play rough too. Who knows? They're retreating though with energy, which probably they don't have it. And catching a SANDSEAR Storm. My gosh, on a Lugia. But on the plus side, we did lower the attack. So we do swap into the Zygarde here as we do have Crunch. And it's just going to be a good matchup here. Watch this. Look how much Aeroblast does to this beast after we lower their attack. Like bullets bouncing off armor. Let's go. Gonna go ahead and go for that crunch and then farm them down. Still holding on to 2 shields here. And our stats are perfectly fine on the Zygarde. Bringing in their Dialga. Unfortunately, we're just gonna have to go for the crunch. Hopefully we get the defense drop here. And no defense drop. All right. So we do have that Landorus. We're going to go ahead and bring in Kyogre, though, because we've already bring them down pretty good. And Kyogre's attack is pretty decent despite their resistance with Dragon. Just imagine when we get the Shadow. Yeah, you're going to be taking more damage, but you're going to be doing some crazy damage in return with Surf and Waterfall and Origin Pulse, Blizzard, Thunder. Okay, it's just going to be completely disgusting. Alrighty, so bringing back our Landorus. How in the hell are you going to pull this off, Poke? You've only got 1 shield, half health. They've got 2 shields. Well, we're going to lower their attack. I don't know if this was necessary for this next one here, but we're going to quick move their ass down to Funky Town. Let's go. All right, let's get it. Next game. What are we going to see? Landorus is an absolutely amazing Pokemon. Met with a Ho-Oh. Let's go. All right, so we're going to pretend. I think they're smart, man. They're like, nah, I know what you're going for. You're going for the SANDSEAR Storm. And they let it go. Very clever. But I do believe this turns out to be horrible for them. So we shield up this Brave Bird. They're still going because it costs less energy and they don't have to worry about the quick move. So we're going to go for another one here. Better shield it up. Stone Edge, and they shield it up. Going to go for another one. Let's get it. Let's get it. Getting all their shields. Ah, this is amazing. That's so funny to me. All right, so of course we're going to let this go. It did what it needed to do. We dropped their attack. They're retreating and bringing in a Sigaleo. Now, what we're going to do here with the Sigaleo, in fact, is build up to Blizzard. Have a sip of water here. And we'll retreat into our Zygarde to take care of that Sigaleo. Unfortunately, they're going to be able to hit me with the Psychic Fangs and then lower my stats here, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. That's all right. That's no problem. We have a fully loaded Kyogre. Hopefully there's something that we can take care of. I mean, technically, if shields are down and a Kyogre's got all that energy, there's really not too much that can run from it, to be honest with you, unless you're like another Kyogre, okay? And I don't have Thunder. So they're going to go for the, Sacred Fire, and they're bringing in Annihilego. Props to you. Complete props, and you have all of my respect. But unfortunately, there is a manipulation behind the scenes that kind of screws you over. And there you have it. Landorus with its new move signature. Absolutely amazing and worth powering up. You better believe it. Thank you for watching and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!